Actually, from my Airbnb lodging, there is a very direct route from my place of accommodation to the beach area in Fort Kochi. You just walk towards the end of Rose Street, that's where my Airbnb is. Oh yes, just to digress a bit, have you checked out my previous vlog on my very interesting Airbnb? If not, here it is, this one. Oh yes, as I was saying, that my accommodation in Fort Kochi is actually very close to the beach. It's just towards the end of the road. It's barely a 5 minutes walk away. But even if I'm not heading out from my accommodation, well, just about practically from anywhere in Fort Kochi, well, the beach is a central point. And wherever you are in Fort Kochi, it's very easy to make your way there, either on foot or on the tuk-tuk. Hey you, welcome back to my YouTube channel. And here we are standing on the most popular beach in Fort Kochi. This is the Mahatma Gandhi Beach. Yes, this public beach was named for the father of India and the leader of India's independence movement. Facing the magnificent Arabian Sea, Mahatma Gandhi Beach is also known as the Kolam Beach. It doesn't really have a very long coastline, but nonetheless, the Mahatma Gandhi Beach is always teeming with locals and visitors. And one of the things which I really wanted to see when I first arrived in Fort Kochi is the Chinese fishing nets. In Malayalam, they call this cheenavalla. It's a massive contraption. It's kind of a stationary lift net which was introduced to Kochi in the 1400s or the 1500s thereabouts by China's famed admiral, explorer and diplomat Cheng Ho, or also known as Ma Sanpao. This whole huge contraption is an unusual form of onshore fishing, and the fishing net itself that you see right ahead of you, well, they are set on bamboo antique poles. To operate one of these cheenavallas, you need more than 4 fishermen. And look at these very tall teak wood poles. They are each approximately 10 meters in height, and the fishermen would normally attach lights onto them, and these are to attract the fishes to the cheenavalla. This very antiquated way of onshore fishing is very much a relic of the past. Nowadays, you don't really catch much fish using the Chinese fishing net or the cheenavalla. And the only thing guaranteed to be caught by the nets of the cheenavalla are the tourists, meaning people like me. If you want a photo or video opportunity of these Chinese fishing nets or cheenavallas, just go to the Vasco da Gama Square, which is nearby from here. And from there, walk onto the beach and look out for these contraptions, these cheenavallas jutting out into the sea. Sometimes the people manning these cheenavallas can be a little bit aggressive trying to draw you in to their particular Chinese fishing net. Just stay cool and go along with the one you're most comfortable with. You're expected to give them a little tip towards the end of your walkabout on the cheenavalla. I can't remember how much I paid for it. Make sure it's agreed upon beforehand that one tip covers all the guys on the cheenavalla. By the time the evening approaches and my tummy is giving a little rumble, signifying it's time for me to look for something to eat, the skies open up and everything and everyone are getting drenched. I made the decision to just plod on and look for something to eat along the beachfront before I head home. The last few days in Fort Kochi, I've dined in a couple of posh places like this one and also this one here, and also a few nice eateries which I've done my research on beforehand. I'm going to up my ante this time and settle on one of these so-called food shacks on the beachfront. I've chosen the Maples. Looks like a good menu, and I think I'm going to order a whole plate of prawns just for myself. Not much choice of a seating in this condition of rain. I've chosen this spot so that I can look out to the sea. Oh, here comes my prawns. They're showing me these two so that I can have an idea of the size of it. I think it's acceptable. Yes, thank you very much. This will do me. I'm in foodie heaven here because seafood is an integral part of the culinary landscape in Kochi. The rain is getting heavier and relentless, and I've been persuaded to move indoors. Well, not so much of indoors, but more to the patio of the serving area. And here comes my masala fried prawns, and they look absolutely yummy. Can't wait to dive in. It's quite a big plate of masala fried prawns just for one person, so I'm not going to order any rice to go along with it. Pure indulgence on a rainy evening here in Fort Kochi, and here in Maples, well, the people are so kind. They were trying to keep me and my food dry. At one point, there was this guy standing with a big umbrella next to me while I eat. You can see from the little droplets on the table here that it's quite a struggle to keep dry. It is said that the very first rains of monsoon always enter the state of Kerala first, signaling the arrival of the season throughout the whole of India. And here's a little interesting bit of trivia for you. According to the India's National Sample Survey Office, the state of Kerala and also Sikkim are two of the cleanest states in India. Skipping across some puddles to get home, I'm Gobble Guzzle, wrapping up this particular episode, and do join me again on my next makan, my next foodie session here on my YouTube channel. Until then, always be kind, spread the message of peace. Jumpa lagi. Bye-bye.